Hey guys, it's Thursday night. That means it's time for the Walker Report. And this is the sports nerd Brad Walker. The Walker Report is on In the Zone Sports Radio, part of NGSE Sports. Remember the website, it's ngsesports.com. Log on to ngsesports.com for all your current sports content. NGSE Sports, where we never stop. This show is also sponsored by Amore Pizzeria. My friend Joey at 9700 66th Street North in Pinellas Park, Florida. Here are their weekly specials, guys. On Sundays, they have a 12-ounce Delmonico steak for $13.99. On Mondays, they feature chicken Alfredo for $7.99. On Tuesdays, it's Taco Tuesday, 3 for $5, beef or chicken. On Wednesday, it's Wacky Wednesday, 60-cent wings and $2 Amber Black and Shock Top on draft. On Thursdays, they feature 2 1/4-pound hot dogs and fries for $6.99. And it's all-you-can-eat fish, guys, on Fridays at $9.99. Let us know you heard it right here on the Walker Report and receive 10% off your total. Guys, also, if you are in the area, use the Slice app, which is available on Google Play and the Apple App Store. I am also sponsored by Creating Zen Spaces, my friend Renee, the local choice in St. Petersburg, Florida for house cleaning, organization, decluttering, and pet sitting. It's all about finding the peace within you and adding comfort to your life. Again, guys, thank you for joining me. This is the Sports Nerd Brad Walker, and if you want to reach me live on the show, please call me at 605-562-0444. The show ID is 4366391. Again, the number is 605-562-0444. The show ID is 4366391. So, guys, welcome in again. Thursday. Happy Thursday to you guys. And before I continue, there is going to be some changes to this show. At the end of the show, I will explain this, but I want to just, before I get into this, I want to say happy holidays, everyone out there, as we are now just under a week away from the Christmas holiday. People are celebrating Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, everyone else out there, whatever holiday you celebrate. Merry Christmas to you guys. Just want to say happy holidays. This will be the final Walker Report for the year of 2019. My next show will be taking place on January 2nd of 2020, and I'm looking forward to a whole year of doing this. I've been doing this since August, and it's been a great 4 months. I've met a lot of cool people. I've interviewed a lot of cool people on the show and stuff like that. So it's one of those things where, it's been a great experience for me. But again, there will be some change. I'm going to get at the end of my show. I also want to thank this network for getting me credentials to the Outback Bowl. I will have my show the day after that. I will give you my 2 bits on the game, but I want to thank Mr. Ralph Garcia for getting me credentials to the Outback Bowl on January 1st, as it will be, if you guys do not know, it's the Auburn Tigers versus the Minnesota Golden Gophers. I will be there in the press box. I am looking forward to that. It was an honor to cover USF for the second season, thanks to iRock Media. That's another thing I could be thankful for this year. And again, guys, I'll have I'll go through all my stuff that I'm thankful for at the end of the show and stuff like that. I have a lot of topics I'm going to touch in tonight on this last show of the 2019 year. Before I jump into it, guys, I am currently, if you catch me on Facebook as well, I'm on Facebook Live. If you look, I am watching, thanks, Phil. I am watching the Lightning game, and they are currently up 2-1 after the first period. So if you see me turning my head that direction, you know where I'm at. I'm looking forward to that, guys. So thanks again for coming on and joining me here on the Walker Report. I'm going to start, guys, with a sport that's close to my heart. And actually, this is something sad to report. This will mark, before I get into my golf, this will mark the 4th year since my uncle passed away from brain cancer. He passed away on Christmas Day 4 years ago. And he is the one guy that brought me into the game of golf. It is not a game for everybody. And unfortunately, this ended a 3-month period for me. I had played golf all the way through September, October, and November. So the streak ended with the holidays and everything going on with work and all that stuff. It's been kind of hard to get out there, but I'm looking forward to maybe trying to play once a month or at least every other month so I can kind of keep fresh. I had a lot of fun at the golf tournaments I played in this year. From the tournaments with the strippers to playing in a church tournament to playing with the sheriff's department in Pinellas County. Those 3 tournaments were awesome. I got to play in Orlando at a new golf course in Orlando with my brother-in-law. So, again, another great year of Deadly Rival Roller Derby. It's crazy that in 4 months from now, guys, I will be there, have gone to roller derby for 2 years. It's just amazing. I will be celebrating 2 milestones in the month of April. Not only will I be celebrating going to roller derby for 2 years, but I also will be celebrating my work anniversary as well. I'll be at the bank for 2 years. Yeah, Phil, I did play in a golf tournament with strippers. I did. It was very interesting. Thought things I would never see. Yeah, Ralph, I really appreciate you getting me credentials for that. I'm looking forward to kicking ass for NGSC at the Outback Bowl. We'll have a conversation about how I can get better with those coverages. But the reason I brought up golf, guys, is I'm going to start off with golf news. This, again, happened the end of last weekend. If you guys do not know, golf has 2 kind of like team events every year. Up until September 11th, during the odd years, it was the Ryder Cup, which is the United States versus Europe. So that's the entire Europe continent. But it switched in September 11th when it happened in 2001. They switched them. The President's Cup is now in the odd years, and that is the United States versus the rest of the world outside of Europe. So nobody from Europe can play in the President's Cup, just the outside. So you're talking the rest of the world. You're talking South America, Canada, Mexico, you name it. Australia, New Zealand, it doesn't matter where you come from. China, Japan, India, Iraq, Iran, wherever you come from, the Koreas, it doesn't matter where you come from, that's where you play. But the United States found themselves in a hole early on in that golf tournament. In fact, many of my golf fans out there, I thought, we were going downhill real quick, and come to find out, somehow, some way, the United States finds a way to come back. And they were able to come back. It's amazing to say that, but they came back and they won the President's Cup. It's interesting. They trailed by as many as 4 points earlier in the week, and they were able to close it out in the Sunday singles. They won the Cup 16-14. You needed 15 points to do it. And here is how the singles matches ended. Now, again, guys, if you don't know golf terminology, you can get me on Facebook and I'll explain it to you, because some people that don't follow the game don't know the golf terms or what's going on. But Tiger Woods of the United States defeated Abram Ancer, the international team, 3-2. What that means is 3-2 means he was 3 up with 2 holes to play. That's what that means. Hideki Matsuyama tied Tony Finau, so that was what they call square. Patrick Reed defeated C.T. Pan 4-2. Again, he was 4 up with 2 to play. Dustin Johnson defeated Hong Tong Lee 4-3. Bryson DeChambeau tied Adam Hadwin. Sa Im defeated Gary Woodland 4-3. Patrick Cantlay defeated Joaquin Niemann 3-2. Xander Schauffele defeated Adam Scott 2-1. Webb Simpson and Ang Hong An 2-1. Webb Simpson beat him. Cameron Smith defeated Justin Thomas 2-1. And Louis Oosthuizen tied Matt Kuchar. And Mark Leishman tied Ricky Fowler in the United States for that. Yeah, Phil, that would be cool. If not, you can hit me up on Mondays if you're available on the Walker Report. I will get in to that, guys. I get into USF football. So, Phil, if you're available on Monday, but we can talk about that on the Tampa Talk show. But that is pretty much how it went. The United States found a way to come back. So that's interesting to say the least, because a lot of times with that much deficit, it was hard. The United States seems to win the President's Cup a little bit more easier than they do the Ryder Cup. Now the Ryder Cup will be on U.S. soil, where we seem to play a little bit better, but we have a hard time beating them on European soil. That unfortunately will not take place until the 2022 year. But again, it will be one of those things where you have, we have to get better. The reason I think the European team beats us, over there is they play as a team. They're team orientated, so they play as a team, and the United States has got to get better at that. But that's basically it, guys. It's unbelievable that they came all the way back on Sunday to win. It's amazing. Sometimes in golf you can't count everyone out of it. And the season, guys, the PGA Tour season is getting ready to kick off here in a matter of a couple months from now. In February, they start the PGA season, guys, in Hawaii. So just think about that. Just think about any sport that you begin the season in Hawaii, because I would sign up for that tomorrow. But that's where the season begins, guys, and then they'll go ahead and make their way through. And I will cover golf on this show. I'm going to try to, guys, next year too. I'm going to try to cover everything. I haven't really covered a lot of NASCAR, a lot of soccer, or anything like that. I'm going to try to make sure I try to fit everything in next year. I want to try to get more people to be involved in my show next year. I have frequent callers like Adam and Lewis all the time that call in. I'd like to get some more callers in more frequently. I'm going to try to get more interviews. It was great to have Pat Donovan and Aaron Von Allen on here. I had Rob Riley on here. It was nice to have them. I had a former Lightning player on here. So it's been nice. I'm doing 2 shows. If you guys don't know, my other show is Tampa Talk. It's on Monday nights from 8 to 9. That's a great show. I'm working on that one. That's all strictly about Tampa sports. So that's about the Lightning, Rays, Bulls, and the Buccaneers. And it's been a fun show. I'm going to try to expand that to a second hour and get some people to come on that show. I have had five shows, and I have yet to have anyone call in on that show yet. So I'm working on getting some interviews there and trying to, again, hopefully I can get credentials next year for IROC Media with Jeff Scott starting as the new head coach for USF. So there'll be a new head coach next year at USF. I'm going to be hitting the spring game in a matter of 3 months in March. The spring game will be here already, and I'll be going again like I did last year. I really enjoyed it a year ago. So I'm looking forward to once again going to the spring game for USF. Let me go ahead, guys, now, and I got some NBA news. Now, again, guys, I'm not the biggest NBA fan. In fact, I just realized I don't have any college basketball news. I can let you know that the kid that was at the University of Memphis has decided to go pro. He is not going to return to the Memphis Tigers. It's 3-1 now. Miguel Sergachev just had a goal, so the Lightning are 3-1. So I'm going to get into NBA news. Again, guys, I'm not the biggest NBA fan. These are the power rankings as far as just a day ago. Now, again, these may have changed with games going on. But right now they have the Milwaukee Bucks as number 1. The Los Angeles Lakers as number 2. Dallas Mavericks as 3. The Los Angeles Clippers as 4. The Philadelphia 76ers as 5. The Boston Celtics as 6. The Indiana Pacers as 7. The Houston Rockets at 8, the Denver Nuggets at 9, the Miami